Welcome to Argoss Press, a resource for Dungeons & Dragons and other role-playing games. In this video, we're going to be covering the new creature, the Vjeshitza, a cross between a succubus and a vampire that hails from the Slavic countries and Russia. This formidable winged vampiric demon boasts an armor class of 16 and a hit point range from 99 to 166. She has pretty stout ability scores, and her skills include Persuasion at +8, Deception at +5, Arcana at +5. Immunities include immunity to fear, poison, and charm, and non-magical attacks only do half damage to her. Her senses include Dark Vision and Passive Perception at 16, and she's a challenge rating of 7 to 12 with an experience point range of 7,500 to 18,000, depending on how she's equipped and built. The Vjeshitza can teleport 2 times a day, Dimension Door 1 time a day, or blink 2 times a day. And it can do any one of these as a ready action. And it does this to perform its mission of abducting people, typically back to the abyss. The abductee does get a saving throw. The abductee can opt for a Dex or Whiz save, but failing that, they are brought back to wherever it is the Vjeshitza wants to bring them. The Vjeshitza also has a bite attack, which is its vampiric attack, and it's an extremely powerful thing. They can do either 1, 2, 3, or 4 six-sided dice worth of damage against the target's constitution. This is designed to create a subordinate vampire in extreme cases, and in many cases they just want to weaken the opponent, so they don't wish to destroy the opponent, because making them a vampire does kill them. Now, if your player character is killed in this way, there's no rolling for 3 rounds to see if they're actually dead. They are actually dead. Now, optionally, the DM can institute any house rule she wants, but the design of the Vjeshitza is that if you are killed by her bite, that's it. There's no coming back. The Vjeshitza can teleport 2 times a day, Dimension Door 1 time a day, or blink 2 times a day. And it can do any one of these as a ready action. And it does this to perform its mission of abducting people, typically back to the abyss. The abductee does get a saving throw. The abductee can opt for a Dex or Whiz save, but failing that, they are brought back to wherever it is the Vjeshitza wants to bring them. The Vjeshitza also has a few other tricks up her sleeve. Within 30 feet, she can cast Fear at will, and within 10 feet, she can cast Charm. Anyone within that 10 feet is subject to having to take a DC or be charmed. When in typical melee combat, the Vjeshitza wields a flaming whip and a flaming scimitar. The whip can be used as a lasso to grab objects or individuals, and if it's an individual that's grabbed by the whip, she can automatically go for an additional attack of bite, providing the lasso does hit. And by lasso, I mean the whip being used in that way. As a last melee resort, the Vjeshitza can also use claw bite attacks, but that is only if, for whatever reason, she doesn't have her weapons handy. But the Vjeshitza's primary mode of combat and attack isn't melee. It is actually seduction. Her goal is to take the form of a human female, beautiful human female, and seduce the victim and have the victim leave willingly, even without the use of charm, to go with her to some secluded rendezvous where they are to have relations. If that happens, if the character being attacked doesn't successfully make a wisdom DC at that critical moment, then that character dies as if being bitten. But in this case, rather than just becoming a run-of-the-mill vampire, they become a vampiric shade in her service, and are likewise destroyed and killed without the opportunity of having 3 successive rolls. And that's the conclusion of the examination of the new 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons monster, the Vjeshitza, as presented by Argoss Press. Please like, subscribe, and share, And there is more information about this creature, including some images that you can check out with the download link below the description.